Okay, it's me again. So I just Googled the thrift store and it only opens in an hour. So I got some time to kill here. So I'm gonna go for a walk, maybe get another coffee, maybe some tea. And but before I do that, I wanted to just talk about something that's happening right now. So social studies students and math students, but specifically social studies students, the Ukraine. I hope you guys have been watching the news, and most of you probably are aware that Russia just invaded the Ukraine, and this was unprovoked. So what does that mean, unprovoked? Well, okay, unprovoked. So let's say that we're sitting in social studies class, socials 8, and Maddie goes up and punches Cameron in the shoulder and kicks him out of his chair. And Cameron says, "Hey, why'd you do that?" And Maddie says, "Because I wanted your chair." Well, Maddie shouldn't do that. What's Cameron going to do? Well, he's probably going to push back. So now all of a sudden we have a conflict. So this is what we call an unprovoked attack. There was no reason for Madison to punch Cameron. Whether she wanted his chair or not, it's not hers to take. And so this is what's happening right now in the Ukraine. Russia has been kind of stockpiling arms and military at the Ukraine-Russian border for months. And, people asked them to stop, but they did not stop. And then about 3 days ago, they sent troops into the Ukraine. And what is Ukraine doing? Well, they're fighting back. But this is a very unfair war because Russia is a superpower, one of the more strongest military countries in the world, and they're fighting Ukraine, which is not known for its military might. So interestingly, the Ukraine is actually it's kind of a ragtag group. So they're basically giving firearms to citizens, people with no military training, to fight against the Russians. And this is in real time. This is happening as we speak. They're Russia, and the Ukrainians are actually holding their ground. Okay. And they've asked the president of the Ukraine to leave, and he refuses to leave. He said, "No, I'm going to fight until the death if I have to save my homeland." Right? I mean, this is really so this is history in the making, people. I'm watching CNN in my hotel room here, and they just did a segment on TikTok. Now, as you guys know, I'm not really a star on TikTok. I've never been on there. But a lot of young people, i.e. grade 9, 10 high school students, are learning about this conflict on TikTok. So, maybe get on TikTok at lunchtime. Not that I usually don't encourage you guys to get on your phones or tech or devices, as you know. I'd rather see you playing guitar or cribbage. But maybe get on TikTok and see what people are saying. So this is really unbelievable. And Russia, so this is Vladimir Putin, who is the president of Russia, and people just say that he's maybe he's maybe unwell, and he has dreams of, I don't know if it's European domination or world domination, or is he just going to stop at the Ukraine? Who knows? So this reminds me a little bit of Adolf Hitler during World War II, when he had this vision of grandeur and taking over much of Europe, even though the odds in many cases were stacked against him because he picked so many fights with different countries. It was unlikely he was going to win. So anyway, it's a really sad time for Ukraine. I don't know if any of you have any Ukrainian ancestry or Russian ancestry, but it's maybe time to you can look into that and see if you have any personal connection to this conflict. I do not. That said, this is this could turn out to be World War III. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I don't think Russia is talking about nuclear warfare if anyone intervenes. So if the States come in, or Canada comes in, or France comes in, or England comes in to back up the Ukraine. Unfortunately, the Ukraine is not part of NATO, so the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. If they were, and we've talked about this in class, if you're part of NATO and somebody picks a fight with NATO, so going back to Madison picking a fight with Cameron, if Cameron is part of NATO, that means every other student in the class comes to Cameron's defense. So now Maddie is not just fighting Cameron, she's also fighting, Maria. And she's also fighting Domitel. And she's also fighting Tana, right? So this is meant to deter or prevent or kind of stop Madison from picking fights because everyone's going to come to Cameron's defense. But the Ukraine, it's not like that. Ukraine is not part of NATO, and therefore they're on their own, which is really sad. They've been trying to join NATO for close to 3 decades, so for close to 30 years, and their application has been denied. They have not, which is another longer story. So anyway, listen to CBC, watch the news, get on TikTok if you have to. You know, pay attention. This is history in the making. We are going to be talking about this for decades to come. And how is it going to end? We have no idea. We have no idea. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to be sleeping in my car the next, few days. I will not have a shower, so I'm going to take a shower. And then I'm going to go and hopefully get my car. And I just thought of something. If my car is not there, I have no other clothing. So I hope get used to this shirt. I did bring some clean socks and underwear, so don't worry there. But so yeah, maybe I should get my car first and then go to the thrift store. Wait a second, if my car's not... Anyway, I have to think this through. Okay, guys, I will be in touch, and trying to think if there's anything else. Okay, there is one other thing, but maybe I'll start a new video, because as you guys know, I like to talk. So I'm going to stop this video, and then I'm going to start another video.